Our chalice lighting today is The Infinite Divinity by Jamie Yandel. The chalice is lit, and the flames, the memory of our trans and non-binary ancestors, do a dance of freedom and liberation, reminding us that we are whole and holy. We are loved beyond all measure, and in our refusal to accept anything less, may we know we are rooted in the infinite divinity, not relegated to the outskirts of the web of all existence, but enshrined at its core, in flesh with stardust and fairy dust, an intentional creation of space where our many gods live. Lighting of the Pride Candle. We light this candle for all in the LGBTQIA+ community who have known violence, rejection, or fear, and in sacred remembrance of the 49 lives taken at Pulse 10 years ago. Please say with me, we honor their light. We also turn toward the light that lives in us, the light of unbreakable truth, the queer joy, chosen family, resilience, and love that refuse to be dimmed. May we affirm that queer and trans lives are holy, beloved, and worthy of joy. And together, we honor their light. May the allies among us shine our own light with courage and compassion, standing beside the LGBTQIA+ community and in steadfast love and support. We honor their light. Thank you all. I appreciate that.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. And I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it, and the darkness inside makes you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let it show. I'll see your true colors. True colors, true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Show me your smile then, and don't be unhappy. Can't remember when the last time I saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let it show. I'll see your true colors. True colors. True, true, true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Such sad eyes. Take courage now and realize, if this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, just call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. See your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let it show. I'll see your true colors. True colors. True, true, true colors are beautiful. Like a rainbow.
Our opening words today are Wholeness by Sharon Wiley. We speak so often of brokenness in religious life. Let us speak today of wholeness. You are welcome here, all of you, every part of you, beautiful, just the way you are. Here, you do not need to be something more or something less. No holding back, no hiding, no exerting yourself, no trying to do more or be more. You have inherent worth and dignity, and nothing to prove here. Nothing to prove to me, or the person sitting next to you, or the children, or to anyone. You don't have to try and be witty, or more quiet, or more outgoing. You are beautiful. Every part of you is beautiful, just the way you are. You do not need to change anything about yourself to be welcome here. You don't need to change your skin, your hair, your belly, your limbs, your face, all beautiful, just the way they are. You are extraordinary. Each and every one of you, different from each other and beautiful in your own beautiful way. It is breathtaking. So let us worship together. Amen. And as always, we center all of our values in love. Today we are highlighting that love in the center. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. The values we share include all the following, which are hold us inseparable and deeply interconnected.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Beautiful.
And now, every year in our Pride service, we like to start where it began in the modern movement, which is Stonewall. So let us read together. On a holy night in 1960. On a holy night in 1969, in an inn known as a bar called the Stonewall Inn, a basement, which had no running water nor safe fire exits. Queer people of many colors and kinds danced together, for it was the only place where they were allowed to dance, at least permitted to by the mafia who ran the inn. In those days, it was common for the people to frequent this inn, not to join in the dance, the underground celebrations, but to send the dancers home and make arrests. When they would arrive, the lights would go on, the people would be lined up, and then all those in drag, all those who were trans, all those without proper identification, they were arrested and taken into custody. But on this holy night, that early morning of June 28th, the people said, "Not tonight." As they called to them to line up, the trans women refused to go. And as the police began to beat and arrest them, and as the people spilled out from the bar onto the street, Christopher Street, a crowd grew to watch them. And then, as trans women, lesbians, and gay men were getting arrested, a yell came from the crowd, "Gay power!" And as trans women were shoved, she shoved back, and the crowd began throwing bottles at the wagon, and suddenly it erupted. For once the people didn't line up. For once the people said, "No more, we have had enough." It was almost as if that night, being pulled out of the darkness of the underground at Stonewall Inn, one too many times, they said, "I'm ready to be seen." On this holy night, when the power of the oppressed rippled through the streets of New York, when queer people said, "No more," our world would never be the same. Over 50 years ago, it was illegal to be gay, to be trans, to dance and to love and to celebrate. And now, only more than 50 years later, here we are celebrating at a church, gay and straight together, queer and straight together, trans and cis together, all of this together. And so, as we hear these stories of life and love and defiance and celebration, let us also remember and pay tribute to our movement ancestors, many of the trans women of color who led the first rebellion that night. You see, Pride is a celebration of that anniversary, the anniversary of that riot at the Stonewall Inn in New York City. It is a holy night. So, happy Pride. Welcome to this joyful celebration, and bring your whole selves, your gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer selves, your drag queen, butch and femme, cross-dressing, nail painting, tutu-wearing selves, your genderqueer, gender fluid, agender, pansexual, QUILTBAG selves, and all the other identities that there are and will be. And let's have a celebration, because joy is a rebellion, too. And this church is queer and fabulous. Amen? Amen. Let us begin. And we're going to begin with a modern extension of that riot. We're talking about Hamburger Marys. Who here has heard of Hamburger Marys? Yes, I see a couple, yes. So we're going to learn a little bit more about Hamburger Marys and the Church Street Queens of free speech, because this is a free speech story as well as a fabulous story of these queens. So let me begin by introducing myself. Oh, I'm not showing you me. Let me show you me. Hi, it's me. Now you can see me. Hello. Hamburger Marys. It's a restaurant. So, as you know, my name is Beth Ann's. I am your alley cat for today, or ally cat. So I'm an ally. I am speaking today to amplify the sound of this community, not to take the mic from them. They can speak for themselves, but I want you to know this community, know the amazing things they did, and be able to support them. So that is our goal today. So hello, I am your alley cat today. So we're talking about Hamburger Marys. Hamburger Marys was on Church Street in downtown Orlando from 2008 to 2024. They were in the historic 1880s Bumby Hardware Building, and it's one of Church Street's oldest landmarks. So our story begins. Once upon a time, Hamburger Mary and some fabulous queens took us to church. Well, Church Street, that is. They served brunch, and bingo was a drag. But Hamburger Marys was so much more. They brought connection and camp and community together. Hamburger Marys on Church Street was an LGBTQ-owned restaurant in Florida, known for its drag queens, entertainment, and of course its burgers. It built a reputation as an inclusive, joyful space for everyone, and especially the LGBTQ community. And one of the highlights of their establishments was their drag brunches, which were always a family affair. The people were happy to hold court with these queens. But here in Florida, we can't have nice things. The Slayers of Fun, our governor and his legislative pals, passed SB 1438, which is also known as the anti-drag law. And a drag it was and is. In the guise of protecting children, he tried to classify the art of drag as an adult live performance. Now that's some serious shade. So what's the tea? Let's get the facts here. SB 1438 came out in 2023. It is called the Protection of Children Act, but we like to know it as the anti-drag law. It prohibits nudity, sexual content, sexual excitement, specific sexual activities, and lewd conduct. Very vague. Even with parent permission, that's key. Even if your parents said it's fine, they still prohibit it. It makes it illegal to admit a minor to an adult live performance, however they define that. And businesses that do so can be fined or lose their license. And so we are clear, this is not about children or protecting children. This is about power. Well, the queens had some power of their own, so they sued that busted law for being too vague and broad. And nothing against broads, but this was clearly a First Amendment violation. Here's some more tea. Hamburger Marys versus Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulations, DBPR. They had 4 major legal claims against this anti-drag ban. The first one is it violated the First Amendment. This is the key one. It is an unconstitutional restriction of free speech because drag is a form of expressive performance. The law targeted performances based on content and viewpoint, and the state cannot ban protected expression simply because someone dislikes it. This was their central claim to their lawsuit. Second point, the law was unconstitutionally vague. Lewd conduct, adult live performance, prurient interests, lewd exposure of prosthetic or imitation genitals or breasts without defining them clearly, these were all in the law. They argue that businesses could not reasonably know what was prohibited. The vagueness would chill lawful performances. The law invited arbitrary enforcement, so anybody could define adult live performance in any way they wanted and arrest someone. There's no clear protocol for that. The law was overbroad, as we said. Far more than obscene are sexual conduct. It specifically could apply to family-friendly drag brunches. It could apply to theater. It could apply to costume performers or non-sexual drag. It punishes people's protected expression along with unprotected expression. Overbreadth is the legal term, and that is a classic First Amendment problem. And finally, the law harmed their business and community. This is how they got standing for the lawsuit. Hamburger Mary's alleged they had to cancel drag shows that families had attended for years. They lost customers and revenue. It stigmatized LGBTQ plus performers and venues. And the threat of fines and license revocation could create a chilling effect. This caused irreparable harm, which is required to get an injunction. So this is how they found standing in the court to bring the lawsuit. So what happened? The judge granted the injunction. Hamburger Mary's requested a preliminary injunction blocking the law, and the ruling the law was unconstitutional and protection from the enforcers by the DBPR. So just to review, this is what they alleged. It violated the First Amendment because it was vague, overbroad, targeted drag performers, and harmed their business and community. Those are the 4 points. And the nation stood up and heard the call as well, especially our good friends at the ACLU and the ACLU of Florida. They filed an amicus brief, which is a friend of the court to guide the court. They said Florida's drag restriction law is vague and overbroad, violated the First Amendment by banning protected expression, including drag for both adults and minors, and they urged the appeals court to keep the law blocked because it chills LGBTQ plus speech and invites discriminatory enforcement. And it had lots of support. Groups like Equality Florida, Human Rights Campaign, GLAAD, Lambda Legal, PEN America, and FIRE, which is the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, all cited this and spoke about it publicly to support this community. So the outcome for now, the 11th Circuit Court narrowed the injunction. So the statewide block was removed, but Hamburger Mary's remained fully protected. So originally they had blocked it for everyone, then they just blocked it for Hamburger Mary's. So the rest of us are still impacted by this law, but Hamburger Mary's is free while the lawsuit goes through. Because Hamburger Mary's sued and won a preliminary injunction, the state of Florida is legally forbidden from enforcing SB 1438 against them specifically. They're protected by a court order, and this protection stays in place while the lawsuit continues. But as I said, it applies to the rest of us, and that is something that we need to talk to our legislators about. It means every other venue, bar, restaurant, theater, pride event, drag show in Florida could be investigated or penalized under SB 1438. Pride, for having drag performers, could be penalized under SB 1438. So the Queens conquered, but the fight for Florida's First Amendment rights, it continues with us. So let's talk about Hamburger Mary's. Let's have a good story at the end. The Queens returned to slay another day. Yes, they just opened this month. June was their opening. Hamburger Mary's has soft opened in the Old Town Entertainment District in Kissimmee. They say every meal is served with a complimentary side of sass. I love them. I want to visit. So Orlando just opened, so please, we would love to support them. Some of their programming on Fridays, they have Dining with the Divas, star celebrity impersonation shows on Saturdays. They just did a Taylor Swift one. It was super cute. Broadway brunch is on Sundays. Tuesday bingo with Trixie Deluxe and games galore on Wednesdays. Now, what can we do? We can amplify our impact and show our pride. Support LGBTQ plus owned and LGBTQ affirming businesses. So anywhere that you see your pride flags, anywhere you know is supportive of this community, spend your dollars, give your support. Support performers and artists directly. You can do that through money. You can do that through sharing it on Facebook and other social media apps. You can do it through promotion. You know, support these artists for what they do and allow them to do this service to the community. Show up in community. Show up for Pride. Spoiler alert, we're going to be at Pride this year. Yay! We have a booth indoors. We have a booth indoors, yes. And I got us a parade pass to walk the parade. So let's show up and show some pride. It is the last week in September, the last Saturday in September, 26th, I believe. And then also educate and inform. When you hear some misinformation about marginalized communities, speak up. Tell people the facts. Get out there when you can, when you're safe to do so, get out there and let people know the truth. And vote and mobilize others. If you can help people to register to vote, that is a great way to protect our free speech. Talk to your legislators, send them emails, send them phone calls, all kinds of things, just to get people to know that this law, no good. Because right now it affects all of us. And just remember, in closing, joy is an act of resistance. There should be joy in the movement. Things are dire. It doesn't mean we have to be sad about it. We can find the joy. We can find the love. We can make that our resistance. You will not dim our light. Share a radically inclusive welcome. Welcome people. Accept them as they are. Love them as they are. In the words of our former president of the UUA, Reverend Susan Frederick Gray, this is no time for a casual faith or a casual commitment to your values or to your community, your congregation, your soul, and your faith. So with that, I leave you to find your joy and support this wonderful community. Thank you all for today.
We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a justice-seeking people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a justice-singing people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a land of many colors, and we are singing for our lives. We are a land of many colors, and we are singing for our lives. We are a gay and straight together, and we are singing for our lives. We are gay and straight together, and we are singing for our lives.
Our closing words are Rainbow Blessing by Cricket Hall. May the drag stage rise to meet you. May the world rise to accept and embrace you. May the rainbow of love enfold you. May your fluidity never be hindered. May your pronouns always be supported and your dead name forgotten. May those who invite you into their life remain loyal. May your chosen family lift you up and catch you when you need it. May you be able to catch others when they need it. May you remember sensitivity is not weakness, but instead is a great strength welling up inside you. And until we meet again, may you remember that you are loved and you are divine. We keep our light in our hearts by Maddie Cervantes. We extinguish this flame, but we keep its light in our hearts with this message of love and justice, taking it outside these walls to the world we live in until we are together again. Stand up if you're willing and able. Come on, stand up.
to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Yeah, this strength that I have, strength, the world didn't give it to me. No, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Oh, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, the world didn't give it, the world didn't take it away.
Pride.
This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me.
The world didn't get it, the world can't take it away. Now our peace.
This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. No.
Back to our joy.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. It's a little different here. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Hey, amen, brother.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you all. Thank you so much.